All right, this is chapter 10, section 2, number 67. Again, this is a series for some function. And if you look at x, if you pick a value, you want the function at 3, this becomes a constant. So this is just a constant to k. So again, we have a geometric series. And we know the sum of a geometric series is the first term over 1 minus r. That's kind of ugly. Let me multiply top and bottom by 3. And then we get this 3 plus 1, 4 minus x squared. Much better. So this is the function. This is a series that approximates this function. And they want the interval of convergence. Let's do a root test for practice. So the root test says rho is the limit as k goes to infinity of the kth root of x squared minus 1 over 3 to the k, which is the limit as k goes to infinity of x squared minus 1 over 3. And there's no k here, so that's just, and this is absolute convergence. So we're going to look at absolute value of all these, which equals x squared minus 1 over 3. And for the root test, that must be less than 1. So I'm going to put that between -1. I'm going to multiply everything by 3. Add 1 to everything. Now, here's where my brain gets fuzzy. Let me think about this. That will never be negative when you square it, right? So in my brain, you'd put a 0 there, but that's, I don't know. Honestly, this part kind of freaks me out a little bit. I need to practice up on inequalities and solving when you have 3 parts of the inequality. So let's think about this. I am pretty comfortable at this point to say this. Just because whatever you put there, it's never negative. Now if I square root everything, no, Yoshida, I'm a little confused. I get that, but for some reason I'm bothered by that because I actually could have negative numbers here, right? If I put negative numbers there, it actually, when you square it, becomes less than 4. So in my logic, I'm thinking there should be a -2 there in my logic. Because think about that. Put -1.99, you square it, and it's less than 4. So somehow that happens. But what's weird, if you try to square root -2, you get imaginaries. So I'm not sure how to explain this, but I believe that's the answer. Sorry that I'm lame-o in this case. I might have to do some research.